Bonjour, un très belle matinée, bienvenue à apprendre de la langue française avec Nikhil. Aujourd'hui, nous practice des delf. The ones who don't know what's delf is an examination for the diploma of French language. You can test your speaking skills of French language. All four parts: listening, writing, reading, and speaking. So, for testing out your level and for a theoretical certification of your language learning, or if you want to prove that I can speak European languages like French for university approval, you can give this exam called delf. The full form of the word delf is diploma d'études de la langue française. Diploma d'études de la langue française, which means student diploma of French language. Student diploma or for French language. So this is delf. You must be knowing about that exam. But first level, it's divided into several levels: A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. There are six levels of this exam, and the level gets harder and harder and harder. A1 and A2 is for beginner and kind of intermediate one, and a B1 and B2 is for the one who can speak the language properly and are just okay with that. And C1 and C2 are for the advanced levels who are the professionals in speaking language. They are enough for the educational purpose of the language. So how to prepare for this exam? Personally, I'm of the age 14. So, to prepare that, I personally recommend you this book, or you can even practice with a little cheaper book, which is this. It's Saison Méthode de France. Saison Méthode de France. A1. A1 means A1, which refers to the level, of course. So, this book is just enough. If you can practice this book, if you have completed all the stuff in this book, it's a really good book. If you can't find out any word meaning, you can simply search out in the dictionary from the back. If you can't understand any word, it's simply there in the back. See, they have got translates in different languages, so it's a really good source if you can't understand any word. Like, of course, there are several words which are of not daily used, and we don't usually know them as a beginner, so you can learn them from the back. So if you can prepare this book, it's enough. You will be able to give the exam. And this book has really good like user interface and like a really fresh design and with really great examples and cover all the topics. Or and if you can prepare together this book, it's just good enough. I actually got a print. It's a book of the Tour de France by Force Log and Treasure. It's also institute. But what's delf and how to prepare for that? I told you. Let us now look at how to give the exam. So you can give the exam on Alliance Française. So what's Alliance Française? It's basically a French institute approved in India and all the countries of the world for non-native speakers who want to prove their level of French. This is basically launched in India by the French Ministry of Education. French Ministry of Education is, of course, a kind of institute and a program by France. So, It is approved by French Ministry of Education and it is accepted by all over the world, by all countries, by all kind of the ones who need it. And like if you are going to any kind of reason for this, or like you want that particular that particular degree because of following reasons. For example, in a university, you can show that certificate to prove that that's my French level. You can select me, or in college, or in maybe in a job opportunity, you can get that easily by showing the certificate. So this is the importance of the exam. You can give the exam in Alliance Française, which is, I told you, which is located in the major cities of India. For example, it's located in Delhi, Ahmedabad, Valley states. So, like that is the place where you're gonna give the exam. So go to your nearest and your forces, ask them when is the exam, prepare for that, and accordingly give that. So you always have enough of time to prepare that. If you do think no, I want much more time to improve my French level and all, so just choose another month. It's no problem. So, how to prepare for delf? It may be asked what's the full form of delf and what's the reason you can prepare that. So, the full form of the word. So, I told you the way you can give the exam. Now, let us look at the format of the examination. The exam is divided into four parts. Okay, it's divided into four parts, and the four parts are listening, reading, speaking, and writing. These are the four parts of the examination. The skills will be checked on the basis of these four skills. How good are you in writing French? How good are you in speaking French? How good are you in reading French? How good are you in listening French? And remember, in the listening exam, you will be made to sit in a room and audio will be played through the speaker or the audio player, whatever the device is accordingly. So, the audio will be played in French accent. The audio will be played in French accent, so you need to master. Maybe you understand French, and maybe you talk to your professor or to your French teacher or in school in French language only. And maybe in India, certain people have got Indian accent and they talk French in Indian accent. But I don't usually talk French in Indian accent. But I prefer French accent. Like I don't say je parle français. I don't usually say that. I say je parle français. Je parle français. It's really impressive, you know. I use a French accent. Even I don't use an Indian accent when I'm speaking English. I usually use British accent when I'm speaking English. So yeah, that's the reason. So you need to master understanding the French accent also, and the audios will be played, and kind of story or kind of summary will be there. You need to answer the questions in the paper given. The summary will be given by the audio, and according by listening to the audio, you need to write the answers. Okay, and in speaking part, French people will be there on a bench. You'll be made to sit on a bench, and behind you the French examiners will be there from France. They will check your French level, okay, and they will talk to you in French language, like you're gonna have a conversation. And take care, you have to be really kind of quick while saying. It should be fluent, not like going really fast. Like you have to speak fluently, and by fluently I mean like not really fast, right? Like running the voice. Not like bonjour, très belle matinée, bienvenue à apprendre de la langue française avec Nickel. No, 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 no. It was bonjour, très belle matinée, bienvenue à apprendre de la langue française avec Nickel. It must be like this. Like the tone must be in a flow. So this is about the speaking and the listening part. In writing part, you're gonna have summaries, short stories, and unseen passages. You have to answer the question as followed, and some like letter writing and some parts of speech in French will be there. That would gonna be there, and yeah, writing part is quite simple. So after writing part, you just left with the reading part. The word will be given to you and you will be personally checked by examiner. The word will be given to you on the screen and you have to pronounce that word. And it would be better if you have a French accent. Maybe you pronounce a bit of wrong syllable, or maybe you are wrong at pronouncing the order of the syllable. Maybe you're wrong. But if you have a French accent, you have developed speaking in a French accent in French language, then maybe they will be impressed by that. They will give marks. Enough. This is how you'll practice. And every exam will be of 10 minutes. Every exam will be of 10 minutes. The time will be given to you of 10 minutes. You have to complete the exam in under 10 minutes. So around it will take 40 minutes to complete the whole exam. And after clearing one level, you go to the another level, and the hardness of the level, the hardness of the examination increases. This is how it goes. Merci beaucoup pour regarder des vidéos. Au revoir.